Bang! Welcome back, guys. Day 5. Wait, not day 5. Day 8. Today we're drawing Nuclear Throne. This is a game that I love a lot. I love a lot. When I first got my Steam account, this was like the first game I bought on there. I think it was like 2015 or some shit like that. It was a long ass time ago. It was before the actual full game of Nuclear Throne was out. Huge Nuclear Throne fan is my point here. And today we're drawing Fish. He's going to be on the log, playing his guitar, kind of like how he does like before you select him, but minus all of his friends in the background and stuff. Just him lonesome out in the desert. I really like the vibe of this picture. He's just like super badass looking. I'm pretty proud of this one. A lot of the people, I'll like send stuff to my friends. They like this one. They like Signalis, which is yesterday's. So if you haven't seen the Signalis one, check that one out. It's also very good. But yeah, I remember I used to love the fish design. I would draw the fish all the time. And, I think I like painted him at one point when I was younger. He's just cool. He's like raw. He's so sick. He's sitting here smoking a doobster or a cigarette maybe. I don't really know. I don't know which kind of drugs this little fish takes, but it's kind of funny. Drugs when you're already like a mutant. I wonder if there are people in this wasteland that are like, dude, you do drugs? You're smoking weed, bro? That's crazy. Or alternatively, tobacco. As you can see here, I'm struggling pretty heavily with the eyes. This is one of them. This is one of the art things that I sketched first. So I had like the sketch all finished before I did this, and the eyes looked so sick, so I kind of just took that for granted. So it gave me a lot more trouble when I had to transfer it over to the actual drawing. Here I'm doing the fireplace. Oh, okay, I guess I'm not. Never mind, y'all. We're gonna do the moon. Whenever I do like a sun or a moon, I won't say whenever. A lot of the times when I'm doing a sun or a moon, I try to line it up with the center. I really like when you can see like the subject's head, and then right above it is like another like round sun or moon thing. Makes it, it looks very symmetrical, and like I'm not sure exactly. It's appealing. I really like it though. Here with the fire, I wasn't really sure. I really wanted to draw like coals, like finished coals, but I was like, I don't know if I'll be able to get those colors right. I've never drawn coals before. So for a second there, I was trying to just be like, could I like, squeak out a quick little fire design? I don't know. But it wasn't really working. So you guys will see when we get to the coloring part. I just kind of figured out how to, draw those coals. You guys can let me know how I did. I think I'm happy with it, but I also think that I could probably improve on my coal coloring skills. You guys will see though. I wonder, people watching this in the future, I wonder if this is going to be the type of thing that people are watching like full on, or if it's something that's getting played in the background. Because sometimes I'm like, should I explain each little step of the drawing that I'm doing? Almost like a commentator for my own art. Or should I let, stuff just go on while I comment on if it's good or bad? You know what I'm saying? Does that kind of make sense? Because a lot of the time when I'm not watching YouTube, I watch a shit ton of YouTube. Unless I'm like eating, then most of the time it's background. Like that's just how it is. Even if it's like the best videos ever. Even if it's like Jacob Geller, I'm trying. I don't know why. I couldn't think of another YouTuber that I know puts a lot of effort into their stuff. I don't know. Just imagine another YouTuber who has like a good editing style or something like that. But whenever I'm watching it, it's just in the background. I don't know. Lately, I've been watching this YouTuber called Annie Austin. He is the guy that I think I found him from people on Twitter being like, what the fuck? This guy just made a video about like where all the lakes go in Hyrule or some shit like that. And I love pointless content like that. So I clicked in and started watching. But then I realized, like, if you guys haven't watched this guy, you definitely should. He is an art critic. In my view of things, he is like an art critic that criticizes specifically the shit that like nobody cares about. Like he'll go into a video game that is like the most densely, intricate design, set pieces and everything, and he'll be like, yeah, but this corner of the map is kind of weird. Like he'll just like not criticize it, but just bring attention to the shit that like you just pass over in like a casual gameplay sort of loop. And yeah, so my point is Annie Austin is like very quickly becoming a YouTuber that I really admire, like very much admire his dedication to art in that way. Very cool, very cool. I've been like going on a deep dive on his channel. His old stuff is a lot more, what's the word? Like straightforward, being like, yeah, I'm going to talk about how X game's pointless area is, interesting or whatever. Or he'll talk about skyboxes, shit like that. But then like this newer stuff is more, I guess, I don't know, like themed maybe? Like I just watched the one today about, I think it's like Fallout 3 or Fallout 4 or something, where he just talks about like the way that the NPCs move, the way that the NPCs get from place to place. And I think a lot of people could watch that and not really take it as like admiring it for the art's sake. But I definitely think that he's still making the same content, but more themed and pointed. And I don't know. I just love sort of breaking down this sort of, I don't know, like what YouTubers are doing and how they're appealing to people. Like I always try to think of my own content in this way. Like how can I appeal to people while still doing what I love and still talking about the art that I find so important in my own life? So I don't know. He just struck me as a very strong critic of art and a very strong artist himself as well. I've been pushing around this idea of making a video about how like art critique is art itself. But I just don't, I don't know. Like it's kind of the same thing where it's like, I just don't know like if that's going to have an audience. And, you might be like, dude, if you want to make it. Yeah. But it's nice if someone watches it, Otherwise, you're just talking into the void, which is pretty much this series. Like, you guys, I've talked about it in like every episode up to this point, but I'm recording this way ahead of hand. Like 2 days ago was voting day, it was yesterday. So, I went and voted and shit, but that's just like to tell you the time period it is, because this is going to be coming out January, what did we say, 8th? But it was filmed like 2 months ahead of hand. So I'm recording all of this shit without even knowing if anybody's going to watch it. I'm probably going to promote it. So some people, it'll get a couple views, I'm sure, but still, it's just interesting that, I have this commitment to just talk to myself for any allotted period of time, but I like it. It reminds me a lot of, you guys, oh yeah, my hands were hurting. Quick little break for my poor little hands. Anyways, so you guys know Mr. Kip. He's my brother. He also makes YouTube videos. He just started working for a bigger YouTuber actually as his editor. I'm pretty stoked for him. That's a very dope deal to break. But on his channel, he has these like Minecraft Let's Plays, but it's just like a stream of consciousness. And it's a lot like, these videos that I make now. And honestly, my brother has inspired me in that way. Where I'm like, would it be interesting if I just like started talking? And I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna just go for it. It's something I'm interested in. It's something like I feel like I could talk, and also it helps me get more comfortable in front of the camera. I think sometimes when I go long periods without filming videos for my main channel, I get sort of I don't think camera shy is the right word, but I get like camera anxious, camera unfamiliar maybe would be the best way to say it. So I think that these videos kind of just keep me loose, keep me willing to talk to myself for 15 minutes a day, pretty much. It's also like kind of like a nice little meditation thing. I don't know. I really like working on these videos. It's like entirely different from what I'm used to with video creation. But yeah, I like it a lot. I'm curious what it's going to be like when the actual year starts and people start seeing it though. Like, is it going to make me more anxious? Who knows? Anyways, nuclear throne here. I was really excited about this one because I knew I wanted to go heavy into the shading and the lighting situation. I wanted to make it a night scene, which I haven't done too much of. So it was very, very fun to dive into this sort of style. I used to make a comic with my friends in high school, and I think that was like literally the last time I did these sort of sketchy, lighting style type things. So it's just been nice to get back into it, especially with my man Fish. He's the dopeness. I really liked lighting up his face like this. I thought it was so fun. Oh my gosh, I'm a big fan of this piece personally. You guys should let me know which piece is your favorite so far. I would say for myself, it's probably the last two, this one and Signalis. Super fun ones. I liked shading the cactus too because I could show off like the texture of the cactus. How it's got like those, are they called ribs or like rivets? They're very, very cool texture. This one was kind of hard because I wanted to do like a light gradient. I like doing it with like hard colors instead of the gradient tool in most cases. But that does make it a little bit harder to capture the correct vibe. But I don't know. I think I did pretty good. I think the bottom blue could be maybe a tiny bit darker. I think it pops a little bit too much, but it kind of helps accentuate, Fish there in the middle. Not too mad about it. I wish I messed around with some darker colors, but I think I am also happy with the way that it turned out. Ended up making the guitar a bit lighter shade to differentiate it from the wood behind it. Gotta add the smoke. I think, yeah. Oh shit, that's it. Fuck. Subscribe, like, comment. Shiroberry out.